Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 33, and this one is titled Makeup. The stress from that pool situation? Yes, indeed, I did feel that, you said loudly with a nervous laugh. Phew, glad that's all over, hey? You added with an exaggerated sigh and wipe of your brow. Let's never let that happen again, huh? But I get why you were confused. I mean, who would use bees and dragonfly symbols to indicate gender? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, you babbled on. Dude was probably senile as hell when he designed the plaque, or did it on purpose to confuse people so that things like that would happen. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. If it were me, I'd... Suddenly Bakugou turned and backed you up against a tree, his hands pinning your wrists to the wide tree trunk. You talk too frickin' much, he growled as he held you in place. I'm nervous, you admitted bluntly. Why? He snapped. Because you're going to ask me if I felt your dick against me, and I don't know whether to lie or tell the truth, he said honestly. Well, you obviously felt it then, because you just said so, he said lowly. Yep, okay, I did. End of story. Period. Finito, you said, struggling to get free. Quit fidgeting. Need you to listen to me, he growled, the light from your torch catching the red in his eyes and making them shine. I'm sorry, he mumbled as he looked down. My body did it on its own. I'm attracted to you, okay? He grunted, almost angrily. You don't need to explain it to me, you replied quietly. He looked up into your eyes, and there was a moment as you both stood there panting slightly from the stress of the current conversation. His eyes flicked to your lips, and you bit the bottom one nervously. What would you do if I kissed you? He asked slowly. I don't know, a kiss back, maybe? You whispered as your mouth ran dry. He leaned towards you a little, and your breathing hitched. He held back from coming the whole way, though, and waited for you to close that gap on your end, but you were too frozen in place. After a few seconds, he pulled back and let you go. Not the right time, he muttered as he turned and headed off down the track. Whoa, wait! You can't just get my heart racing like that and then walk off, you said, almost angrily. So you wanted to kiss? He barked, spinning around to face you. If you really did, and you needed to close that 5% gap, I gave you that opportunity and didn't take it. He spun back around and marched off, so you chased him and grabbed his hand, yanking on it to turn him around. What do you want? He snapped as you lunged into his arms. He caught you and pulled you into him tightly, burying his head into the crook of your neck as he wrapped his arms around your waist. I'm pathetic, I know. I'm weak, useless. I know you're looking down on me, but heroes always win in the end. I'm gonna win. Bakugou strained out, trying desperately to control his emotions. You hadn't banked on him opening up right there and then, and you didn't know the pain that he was holding on to until all of a sudden you realised just how big a hit his ego had taken when he fought with Shoto and had come off second best. You didn't say anything, you just let him hold you as you hugged him back. He stood there a little longer before pulling away and wiping his eyes, refusing to make eye contact. Let's go find your ring and necklace, he finally said, holding out a hand for you to hold it. You reached out and took it, figuring this little gesture was the least you could do for him right now. Searching everywhere hand in hand for over an hour, you finally found it beside the tree that you had been hiding behind during the fight between him and Shoto earlier. I found it! You yelled as you held it up in the torchlight. Okay, good, let's go. Bakugou grunted, turning around to head back while letting go of your hand. It was then that you saw the back of his shirt, and it seemed to have a bit of a stain on it, so you shone your torch on him. Blood was oozing through his shirt and you screamed. Katsuki! You're back! What happened? Nothing, dumbass, he shot back with an embarrassment as he tried to turn away so you couldn't see it anymore. Let's just go back. No! Let me see, you insisted. You can't do anything, so just leave it, he growled. When did this happen? Was it when you fought Shoto or when you were escaping the girls' pool? You pressed. The fight, he grunted. His ice got me. You gasped softly and tried to lift his shirt. Stop it, he barked, unwilling to let you see. Stop pitying me. I'm not pitying you, you ass-hat. I just want to see the damage, you responded sharply as you managed to pull his shirt up. You gasped again and nearly dropped your torch. It was a deep gouge that spanned from his left rib side cage to his right shoulder blade. Katsuki, this is really bad. You need to get it treated, you said softly. Fine, he grunted, allowing you to pull his shirt back down again gently. When you got back to the cabins, everyone was asleep, so you told Bakugou to try and rest as best he could, and you'd be with him tomorrow when he went to see the sight nurse. He just nodded and looked away. "Oi," he said as he started to walk towards the girl's room. You stopped. "What is it, Katsuki?" "Thank you," he mumbled, "for tonight." "All good in the hood," you replied stupidly before turning and running. "Ugh, that's the worst reply ever, Yin. Well done," you berated yourself internally. Bakugou smirked as he watched you go. "Can't believe I like this idiot." And there ends chapter 33. Stay tuned for chapter 34 coming tomorrow.